Detective Leah Branigan didn't flinch easily, but something about the Carter case felt off from the start. A hedge fund manager disappears without a trace. No blood. No break-in. No ransom. Only a glass of untouched whiskey and a basement door that hasn't been opened in 18 years. The deeper she digs, the stranger the silence becomes. Everyone has something to hide, even the missing man himself. This isn't a case about who took Daniel Carter. It's about why everyone else let him go.
The silence below. The wife.
7:43 p.m. That's when Ava Carter called the police.
The audio transcript was clean. Her tone, calm.
"My husband's missing," she said. Not, "I can't find him."
Not, "He hasn't come home." Just, "He's missing." Detective Leah Branigan arrived 20 minutes later. The house, a modern glass-fronted 4-bedroom in Surrey, looked perfect. Too perfect.
Even the garden lights were timed with orchestral music from the lounge.
Inside, Daniel Carter's phone was charging. His laptop was open on a spreadsheet, and a single glass of whiskey sat on the kitchen island, untouched. No sign of a struggle, no blood, but also no Daniel. Ava told her story like she'd rehearsed it. Daniel was a hedge fund manager, 49. They'd been married 12 years. No kids, no drama. She said he'd been acting distracted for a few months, worried about markets, sleep deprived, sometimes awake at 3 a.m. with no explanation. He just walked out, she said, left everything behind. Maybe he finally snapped. Leah didn't believe it, because in the bedroom drawer, beneath a set of cufflinks, she found an old envelope. Inside was a photograph. Daniel, a much younger woman, not Ava, not dated. On the back, a note in slanted cursive. "You kept your promise." So did I. Leah interviewed the two live-in staff, a housekeeper and a private driver. Both said the same thing. Daniel was quiet, cold, never raised his voice, but never smiled either. Worked late, ate alone, avoided the basement completely. "The basement?" Leah asked. "It's locked," the housekeeper replied. "Been that way since they bought the house." "What's down there?" "No idea. We've never seen it opened." Leah tried the door. Heavy, steel, secured with a biometric scanner and a 6-digit keypad. Overkill for wine storage. Ava claimed she didn't know the code. Said Daniel never talked about it. Said it had been there when they moved in. That was a lie. Leah found the blueprints. The basement had been custom built 4 months after they bought the house, with soundproof insulation. By day 4, there was still no sign of Daniel Carter. Interpol was notified. Banking partners contacted. Then Leah got the call from cybercrimes. Daniel's account had been accessed at 3:12 a.m., the night he disappeared, from a single-use laptop, on a network that bounced through 6 countries. A single wire transfer, £2.6 million, to an untraceable crypto wallet, withdrawn in full within 17 minutes. Not a random disappearance, not a kidnapping, a plan. And then, a second twist, a hit on Daniel Carter's face. Facial recognition flagged a match, but not in the UK. In Brazil, a man wearing sunglasses and a cap, caught briefly on a parking camera, walking away from a black car near a remote airstrip. Height matched, gait matched, but it wasn't just the image. It was the woman walking beside him. The same woman from the old photo in the drawer. Ava didn't react when Leah showed her the footage. No tears, no yelling, just silence. Then she said, "He told me once, if he ever disappeared, I should never look for him. Why? Because if I found him, I'd hate what I saw." Leah asked her again about the basement. Ava didn't blink, just said, "It's not my door to open." That was enough. A search warrant was filed. It took 4 hours and a locksmith with high-grade military tools, but the basement door finally opened. What they found wasn't a dungeon, not weapons, not bodies, just silence. A chair, a desk, an audio recorder, and 12 cassette tapes, all labeled by date. Each tape was 30 minutes long. Each one contained a confession. On the tapes, Daniel spoke calmly, methodically. Confessions of blackmail, bribery, insider trading, cases that had never made headlines but brought down silent victims, families ruined, rivals erased, reputations bought and sold. But the last tape was different. The last tape was addressed directly to Leah, not to Detective Branigan, but to Leah by name. He said, "You'll open this door one day, and when you do, you'll wonder why there's no body. But I was never murdered, and I never ran. I made a deal, a real one, and for the first time in my life, I kept it." Then, after a long pause, "Don't judge them for staying silent. Sometimes silence is the only thing that keeps people alive." The tapes were logged as evidence. The case was closed with a technicality: self-initiated disappearance, no further legal action. But Leah couldn't forget that final message, or the woman in the photo, or the fact that Ava Carter never once asked if her husband was dead, only if he was gone. And the thing that haunts Leah most? That basement, it had no exit door, no tunnel, no hatch, just one way in. And yet somehow, Daniel Carter had walked away, unless he never went down there at all.
So what do you think really happened in that basement? Drop your theory in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the story, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more crime thrillers. Bell.